the problem. Can't remember my social because I left my social card at home. And now we need to
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
so I can go get that for you and give you all the information you need. I've had a lot. I haven't been home in years.
The
I
interview.
probably missed me dearly.
I think
We
it's supposed to
wake up
be.
and bar.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this link is for one person. Please, only one person.
No, I forgot it.
Yeah, he's only been in surgery for about half an hour, Jersey. Later on this afternoon.
Maybe that's the address.
I'll have your mom take you to your doctor's appointment.
What is the
What's up?
address here at this bar?
69 Buttfuck Lane. What's up, Clockwork? What's up, Positive Path in Jersey? CFM's Queen. Thank you very much for being here.
Oh, okay. Oh,
My buddy's fucking with spam callers.
B
9Q Square.
Is that a social? Oh, okay. Yeah.
We are.
Hello, g2k.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing the best I can.
All right, well, let's hear it, girl. What's going on? What you got going on? How'd your doctor's appointment go?
Last year, we'll start over there. I went to the doctor because I was really, really sick for some odd reason. And me getting sick isn't like really that big of a deal. But 2 nights ago, we ate at this restaurant and I had gotten really bad food poisoning. And I was still super sick last night, so I kind of just also went for that. But I had to get new x-rays done and all type of exams because the last time I went to the hospital to get exams, they found a spot on my lower neck area, the female area, we'll say. And it was a very dark mass, so they didn't really know what was going on. I had gotten it removed, and we were just doing follow-ups, and I'm just waiting to hear like if everything's clear, which I think everything's fine. Like I'm not that big of a deal. I'm on a bunch of medication for the food poisoning because it's not going too hot. So kind of probably stop eating your own shit. Thank you.
Yeah, food poisoning sucks ass. That's for damn sure.
This is my second time having it too. They undercooked my hamburgers. So,
Damn.
and I ate the whole thing because I was like, okay, I'm just really hungry. Like, I don't really care. Like, I'll be fine. I lied to myself. Not even 15 minutes in the car, and I was like dead.
Food poisoning is not a joke. That shit hurts. That shit hurts.
Yeah, it was not happy. I mean, today's a little better. I'm not too terribly blech, but still not the best, but not throwing up anymore, so I'm okay with that.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I don't have a gallbladder anymore. I got my gallbladder removed 2 years ago, and I tell you what, it's like every single day is like having food poisoning.
Oh gosh.
It's horrible. It's not fun. It's not fun.
I don't think I've had anything removed other than my tonsils and adenoids.
Yeah, I got my brain removed when I was like 9. I asked them if I could keep it, and they said no.
Here, I'll turn on my camera in a second. I have a back brace on, so let me get this off. Gabby, don't eat your poo, dude. Oh, I don't need another vet bill. I've already spent $4,000 on you, bro.
What's up, Temper?
Okay. Hello. I'm just gonna be like 100% with you real quick. I am multitasking right now,
Okay.
so trying to catch up in school. So
Oh well, shit. You
I am
should handle
multitasking.
that first. Handle that business first, anyway.
Oh, it's fine. Like I've multitasked all day. I went
Well,
to the
maybe
gym.
that's why you're behind on your homework is because you multitask all day long.
No, I'm actually behind on my school because I've had to take multiple days off for taking dogs to the vet.
Oh, fun.
Concluding this little crap behind me who eats his own crap and gets sick from it.
Yeah, most dogs do. It's weird. It's gross. Yes.
Yeah. Well.
It's weird.
Yeah,
I'm glad humans. Well, some humans do that, but I'm glad humans, for the most part, don't do that.
Oh.
Imagine if human beings introduced and greeted each other like dogs do. I'm just saying. I'm glad we evolved into what we are.
Yeah. That'd be weird.
Yeah. But I'm just glad we're human, not dogs.
For real though. It could have been worse.
So tell us about your channel, because you were saying some shit earlier that really hit home to me. Some of these advice you were giving. I'm telling you what, girl, that's some awesome advice, and I'm not kidding. Like you don't have to see the whole staircase at one time, just step for step. That one really hit me hard. That one hit me deep. So I appreciate that. There's not very many times that somebody can say something like that really gets me. It really gets me, but that was some amazing advice, and I appreciate that.
That's kind of my motto. That's kind of what I live by.
Oh yeah.
Wake up every morning and I just repeat it in my brain. I don't want to do this. Can I skip this? No.
Right.
So okay. Well, I don't know when I'll be able to post yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. But I already have my first video planned, and basically it's gonna be fully on positivity and self-growth. And yeah, because I used to have a YouTube channel, 5, 6. When was my last video? 5 years ago. The first video was 6 years. No, 6 years ago, and then my last video was 5 years ago, and then I just completely stopped because I couldn't do it anymore because I was over it. So I quit.
So why the return back to YouTube?
Well, because I've learned from personal experience how hard it is for people to, get through life with things they struggle, and they don't, like kids, they don't want to go to their parents or anything. And I was like that for years. Blue? Sorry, I'm outside.
I think most kids, for the most part, are afraid to approach their parents, and that's something that really shouldn't be that way. I mean, my kids, they're different. Like, we've always been upfront and honest with our kids, my son and my daughter, and they come to us with confidence about anything and everything, and so there's a huge gap there in between the communication between kids and parents, and I think that's cool that you're trying to. Anyway, I'm assuming anyway that's kind of what you're trying to do is bridge that gap between the communication between parents and children. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's very admirable of you. So
yeah.
Kudos.
Yeah, and I've been a victim to a lot of things, including Blue, leave the cat alone. I've been a victim to a lot of things, including nicotine, weed. I've been a victim to that, and been a victim to depression, anxiety. I've been a victim to that. So I know all that. I know how scary it is, and I know how hard it is to wean off of it. And I also know the pressure of not wanting to speak to your parents. I was that way for years. I'm kind of still in that zone, but I'm very guarded up. And that's just for my safety and my understanding, because that's what helps me. My parents know that. I mean, I'm very I communicate great with them now that I'm older, but you know, I let very few people in my life. Like, I'm so afraid of being hurt and being broke down again. Like, if you saw on Queen's channel, I'm not sure if you did, she was doing an Opal panel thing for the first talent show, like previewing like what's gonna happen and stuff. And I was full blown like crying on her channel. Like, I couldn't stop. Like, I was so upset. I was on the phone with my best friend. Like, I was physically hurt so bad because of something a friend did to me that I thought like, hey, we were okay, and we weren't. And he tried to manipulate me and backlash me to make me feel bad. And I ended up blocking him. And I like my last final text was a little mean, but it was like, I'm done letting people take advantage of me, because it's what people are going through. A lot of people are a victim to being taken advantage of. And it's really sad to know that and see that, because you can see in a person's face if they're going through something. And I was so good at hiding how I was feeling that everyone just thought I was okay, because I was so good at hiding that. But once I came clean, it was like peace completely washed over me. I felt secure, I felt safe, I felt like I had to do something about it. And people say people like who go through stuff, who go to mental facilities or on drugs, need to go to therapy. No, you don't. You don't. I went to hundreds of therapists when I was younger, and none of it helped. It made me worse. I was a BTICH when I was younger. I was mean. I was very mean.
I don't
To the
believe
point.
it.
Oh no, I was horrible. Oh my god, I was so bad. I was a horrible child. Horrible little. I was the demon in the corner. It was awful. But once, you know, my mom took me out of therapy and she would just let me be. It's like everything had changed, and you know, she let me start a channel, and like I was able to express myself. And you know, I was getting bullied a lot. You know, bullying is one of the hardest things people go through. And
Amen. Amen to that.
I was bullied. I was bullied. And now, do I think I was severely bullied? Going back and look at it, no. But at the time, I thought I was. I was pushed into trash cans. Some girl dragged me by my hair and said she was going to kill me. And I let her just drag me. I didn't fight back. And I didn't do anything. I let people say what they wanted to say. I was put into classrooms by myself. People would say that I'm the child of the demon because I would play with dolls when I was younger and pretend they were my siblings. Like, that's a normal thing for a child. And teachers would lock me in classrooms completely by myself in the dark. Yeah, it was never a good experience. And what no one understood is, hey, I have all these health issues. I have ADHD. I am dyslexic. I have ODD. Like, I have all these things that, you know, those people never helped. They made you feel worse. And
Yeah.
so many times in high school, I didn't take my medication for my ADHD. So I wasn't calm. I wasn't slow. I was talking like I was on sugar. So I was a little annoying to people. And a lot of girls wanted to fight me because, you know, I was being myself. You know, I was off the medication for a few days because I wanted to see if I had self-control. I wanted to see if I could physically do it, and which I learned I can't. I need the medication to comprehend and slow down because I don't. I'm a very talkative person, and you know, it hurt because you clearly in this age can't be yourself. You have to live up to other people's standards, and that's what I did. In doing so, I got hooked up and unfortunately doing nicotine, and I think I only got high once, and I think the reason was I was pressured into it. And I even made a lie saying that I couldn't do it because I was allergic to it. I wasn't allergic to it. I was making a lie so I wouldn't do it. But I was pressured into doing it. So I ended up doing it, got into a friend group, and started doing Nick. And I thought I was the baddest BTICH. I thought I was cool. I thought I was accepted. And it wasn't until I had my accident in my room where I broke my window that it was a near death experience because I was a millimeter of an inch from my artery. I completely severed my what is it called? The like for feeling like the
A major nerve.
yeah. So like I have no feeling in my wrist. Like there is nothing. You can pinch as hard as you want, and I can't feel it. And I think when that happened, it was really eye opening. Like, hey, I need to start taking my life seriously. And so I really started work on myself. And not even like a few days later, this girl wanted to fight me. And she knew like I couldn't fight because I had surgery done and I was terrified of ripping my stitches open and bleeding out. And she knew this. And these two other girls instigated on the fight. Like me and the girl were fine until they made up lies about me and told her things that wasn't true. And basically she wanted to fight me. But she knew like, hey, I can't fight this week. Like I was even communicating like, hey, if you want to fight me, we can do it when my stitches are gone. But like I'm not gonna fight when I have stitches. Like that's a very I've been in fights with stitches on my eyebrow. I was in a fight with stitches, and the girl completely dug her nails and ripped out my stitches, and it just wasn't like, the blood was just going everywhere. It was horrible, and like I just that's a fear. I'm not gonna do that. And we ended up making up because I had explained the situation to her. I was like, hey, I'm not the person who's gonna do this and this and this of what these people are saying. I'm not that type of person. I don't pick sides. I don't, I don't date this and this. Like I don't do that anymore. Like I'm completely over it. And we made up. And everyone was so angry that we did that. And it's like, grow up. Grow up. Why hold grudges against somebody that you don't even know the facts are true? And that's what's going on this dang age. It's she slept with my boyfriend. She did this. She did this. Who cares? Grow up. You're not going to be with him your whole life. Who cares? Right. Who cares? He's probably slept with hundreds of girls. Like, grow up. And that's something that a lot of people need to learn. And even if, like, I'm coming off a little too strong, I do apologize. I'm very passionate about this. Like, I'm extraordinarily passionate about it. Like, I want Dabby. Can you stop pumping your sister? Jesus Christ.
Damn!
I'm sorry. Leave her alone.
There'll be no humping of sisters on this panel, Addie.
It's not technically a sister, but we don't need Dobby. Stop. I don't need any more babies in this house. Oh my gosh. I'm very passionate about it. It's something that because people who are struggling with, mental health and, bottle everything up, it's hard. It's extremely, extremely hard.
It is.
When I ended up in a mental facility, I realized that I need to turn myself around because there were these girls there and I helped them a lot. Like I gave them so much positive feedback, and I never take what I say. I always give it to somebody else.
Most people don't follow their own advice. Yeah, most people don't follow their own advice. It's weird, but that's just like a human thing.
There was this one really sweet girl who had been in there for almost a year, and she was so like she wanted to leave so bad. Like she didn't remember what her parents like. It was bad, and I was like, you have to do better. You have to want to leave. If you want to leave, you need to stand up. You need to communicate, and it's hard. Communicating is one of the hardest things people need to learn. I was the person who would sit in a corner and let somebody yell at me. Like, just yell at me. I don't care. Now I'm the person who, if you yell at me or even raise your voice at me, I shut you down. I make you hurt. Like, I make you feel bad because I don't take it anymore, because I took it for years and years and years, and I let people make me feel bad, and I let people walk all over me. And I just don't want to be that person anymore because I'm a lot stronger than I realize. And I started communicating, sticking up for myself after a couple incidents with my grandmother. My grandmother's a very angry person. She thinks everyone's out to get her, which is very sad, but, stuff happens. And, she would get really, really upset with me. And where I live, we don't yell. Nobody in this house yells. We talk it out, and if we don't want to talk, we say a code word. Blue 9, please. We say a code word, and that code word means we just need to walk away. And it's the funniest word ever. It's fire truck. So we step away. My grandmother doesn't abide by those rules. She slams doors. She gets angry and then makes you feel bad. And finally, one day, I had enough. And I yelled back at her, and I said, I'm done. I'm done being a part of it. I'm done being a pawn in people's games. And when she called my mom and tried to get me in trouble, I explained to my mom, I was like, listen, I'm done. I'm done letting people make me feel like I, am the complete problem. Yes, sometimes I am the problem because I do have a bit of attitude sometimes, but everybody does. I'm a teenager,
Most teenagers do all the hormones and fucking peer pressure, all that shit. You know, I get it. I was a teenager once. It was a long ass time ago, but I was there.
Exactly. Yeah. And in my grandmother's generation, it was immediate clapback. They don't care about how you feel. And I made it very stern to her. I says, listen, you're either going to fix the way you speak to me and treat me with respect, because I'm a human being. Okay, I deserve respect. Respect is earned, not given.
Yeah.
I told her, I was like, if you don't start respecting me, I'm your grandchild. You're going to lose me as your grandchild. I'm like, my whole family knows that. Like, if you disrespect me constantly, like, that's it. Like, I'm done. Because I don't need that negativity. What? Negativity. What?
Negativity.
I got you. I'm sorry. I glitched. I apologize.
I have a hard time saying surgery and shoulder, especially trying to put shoulder surgery together, because I got no teeth. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
some words. I get it.
I'm dyslexic, so I understand that. But once I finally put my foot down, I immediately grew and I started becoming more mature, and I started seeing the maturity in myself, and I started focusing on being more positive to myself, to being positive to the way I look, the way I sound, the way, just in general, because everybody has beat themselves down on either the way they look, the way that they act, where they live. Like, everyone has done that. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say like I haven't done that, because I did.
I do it every day. I do it every day. So
yeah. And I learned that everyone is unique in their own way. Like, people on social media who say, oh, if you have this, it's super rare, this, and this. So people go off of that, or they go off these influencers. And it's like, if you want to, you say you want to lose weight, go to the gym, go on a nice little diet, but keep yourself healthy.
Don't eat that extra piece of cake.
Don't exactly reward yourself.
That's my problem. That's my problem. If I see cake, I'm eating it. It doesn't even fucking matter. I'm eating it. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I'm the kind of.
I have days where I don't eat at all.
Yeah, I get mad when I get hangry. You know what I mean?
I don't. I'm actually on day 2 of not really eating. I mean, I had like 4 blueberries. Well, my digestive system is very odd, and I have really bad stomach pains a lot. So like, I don't eat that much, but I'm healthy. I'm very, very healthy, extremely healthy. But I used to beat myself up on being so skinny when I was younger, because people would say, oh, you're nothing but skin and bones. And I hated that for me. And then you go into middle school and somebody finds something else to make fun of you about, like my legs, for example. I'm very, very pale. I'm pale. I'm like yellow at times. But I have this rare thing where I was a yellow baby as a child, so this is kind of a consequence to it. My legs will, like, all the veins will completely, like, you'll see all of them. They're not doing it right now, but that's also because I had to put self-tanner on this morning a little bit, it was bad last night. I went through a little bit of a hiccup. But people would make fun of me and call me cherry grape. And it really, really got to me, and I was so down because I wasn't comfortable in my own skin anymore. Because my face all purple lines would form, like, it was everywhere. And I ended up wearing only jeans for like 4 years. Like, never wear hoodies. Like, I was so insecure about that until I got to high school. In high school, it's 10 times worse.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily for me, it really honestly wasn't. The people that I knew were kind of supportive. I mean, they understood about my skin issues. And they, they understood that, and they never made me feel bad for it. They were like, flaunt it off, like it makes you look unique. And like you don't see that stuff on videos, like, oh, this makes you unique. Everyone has something that makes them unique.
Yeah.
And I took a break off YouTube and I focused on myself. I was like, I'm not gonna let these videos say like this is unique, this is not. Like, I'm unique in my own way. I have uniqueness everywhere. Everyone has uniqueness everywhere. It doesn't matter what skin color you are, what nationality you are, what height you are, anything. If you have to feel confident enough in your own body in order to move forward in life. If you're never
Yeah.
confident in your body, you'll never extend. I don't know the word to. I know the word for it. You'll never pursue what you really want to do. Now, everyone's gonna be guarded up on the way they look sometimes, especially in this age, especially for girls. Like, it's a struggle. It's a very much so struggle going outside. And I understand that. Like, I'm here, like, I listen to all those podcasts and stuff, but at the same time, it's like those people are looking at you for some reason, but you can't let that reason get to you anymore. Why does it matter what other people think about you? People thought me as Casper. They thought me as White Chick McGee. They would call me Cherry Grape. They would say I was no bum, no hot ties, Twig Lady. I mean, I was called all kinds of names. I mean, the worst one was probably Cracker, but I laugh at that
I don't
now.
mind being called a cracker. I'm pretty white, so
It doesn't bother me anymore. Like, I call my best friend a Cracker. So,
No, I mean, I know exactly what you're saying about the name calling and all that shit. Like, I went through that. I went through that all the way through elementary school into junior high school, and when I hit high school, I I put my foot down on myself. I said, "Fucking no more, man. We might get our ass kicked a lot, but we're gonna stand up for ourselves." And the first person that fucked with me, I made sure they knew that they shouldn't fuck with me no more. So,
yeah.
I
I
mean,
think the first time I ever fought back was when I was in middle school. I was completely over like the bullying and everything, and like the principal made this little thing where me. Now, this isn't racist, but this is how it went down. I was completely bullied by this group of black girls. Now, they were beautiful. Like, let me make that very clear because I don't know if they watch this channel or not. They were beautiful. Love you guys. Glad we worked it out. And it was for like my safety because I was getting severely bullied by them. And when they finally heard my end of the story and they learned like what I deal with, they finally understood why I am the way I am. But this
right.
one girl didn't. This one girl, I still don't like you. I forgive you, but I still don't like you. Just saying. I don't have to like you, but I'm not gonna like hate you.
Forgiveness is for you, not the person you're forgiving.
Yeah. She came up to me one day and grabbed me by my hair and tried to like pull me. And I was completely over it, and I rocket punched her right in the jaw. I was so over it. Like, I was done. I was fed up, and everyone was surprised because I wasn't the person to at all raise hands. I don't like to get aggressive. I don't like to fight. I like to talk things out because it's how I was raised. But I hit her, and she hit me back. I had a black eye, and she had a bloody nose, and her lip was cut because I was wearing rings. And when my mom picked me up, she asked me what happened. I explained to her, and she's like, "Do you think you justified yourself?" I was like, "Yeah, I did," because I think that moment in time, I just stopped caring what everyone thought about me. Say what you want, do what you want. I didn't care anymore, and I got really low in high school. That's when I unfortunately went to a mental facility, and then I came home and was homeschooled. And then I met Queen, and she has helped me through more things than I can even imagine. Like, she made me feel very comfortable in my own skin. I'm gonna be real with you, I was not. I was like, I don't. And now I own freaking shorts, and I don't own shorts, but now I do because Queen has made me feel like, I'm enough, and this, and this. And it's an amazing feeling when you find somebody on YouTube who's true, like you and Queen. Like, you guys have one sole mission, and that's to help people. And that's so hard to find a channel like that because Now these channels are either sexual or lies or just to make you feel bad, or it's drama, like the No Diddy drama. Like, what happened to when YouTube was meant to be fun, where everyone was kind and good to each other? It's like now you can no longer be that. And I hope that, like, my channel, when I start building it up, I really hope that, like, people will feel comfortable. And I know it's going to be hard for people to feel comfortable since I am, 17, but I do have those experiences and I do have those life lessons, and I have all these people to back me up and to help me grow this channel. And even, if it's hard for people to take the info from someone so young, when you finally hear the info, you're like, wow, you know what you're talking about, because I lived through it, I went through it. And my just complete goal is just to help people. Like, I've always wanted to help people, no matter what. There's no matter who you are, what you've done. I don't care if you come on my channel and I'm gonna get StreamYard and stuff, and you say that you've been to prison. Okay, that's in the past. Stuff like that, it doesn't define who you are.
No.
You, from where you are now, that's who you are. What you make of your life is who you are. And that's really hard for people because they think that, oh, I did this, so this defines me. And unfortunately, that's how everything works in the world. I thought because I did Nick, that's what defined me. It's not. What defines me is my goofy, crazy personality, and I don't shut up. I don't stop talking. I'm loud. I am a bit annoying, but I'm not trying to cause harm. That's just how I am. I blabber, I gibber, I go off the walls. But that's who I am. That's just how my brain works. And, it is hard for people who, take medication with ADHD as well. Because, when you come on channels and you try to express yourself and you're on the medication, you're not truly yourself. Luckily today I didn't take my medication, but I also didn't take it because I'm out. Blue! Please stop. I didn't take it today because it's out. But that's not the point. But so many people are defined on, like, the pills they take. Like, I am on narcotics because I do have a brain issue. I have severe ADHD, and I don't let it define me. I don't let people try and make me feel bad because I have it. Because that it doesn't make me. Yeah, the ADHD is a part of me, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm very happy I have it because I can have 36 different tabs open. 5 of them are playing songs. I'm like, I want to listen to this. Let me look it up. Like that one. Like, it helps you. And everybody who knows me knows that I'm a very positive person now, but I'm also a person who's very overprotective, and I'm very closed off. I have very, very tight shield doors. Ooh. And it's very hard for me to open those doors to people, like extremely hard. But that's just because, when you get hurt so much, those doors eventually can't take anymore. But, I'm getting better at it.
You're going to reach the breaking point.
Yeah, and I'm getting a lot better at it. I'm definitely starting to be more open. Like with Queen, like I opened up and she's a part of my door. You're also a part of my door because you've been really, really kind. The whole panel on Thursday night, of course, like you guys, when people are super, super kind to me and they want to, like I did go back and watch that stream on my first Thursday night. I did cry. Because I've never met people who were so willing to be so protective of somebody they barely know, and you guys were. And, my doors for you guys are open, and they will never close, because when I meet people like that, you're officially considered the family circle. And I have a family circle, and that's everybody who, wants to do right, wants to be well, and you guys made that cut. And it's something that, has really helped me open up. I mean, my parents have seen how happy I am. My mom, my stepmom is the one who checked out your channel. My mom's very picky, so when I'm 18, I'll tell her. But I got my stepmom with me. She completely loves your channel. She actually subscribed. She's like, go for it. Go have fun. I was like, okay. She's like, if your mom finds out, I'll deal with her. I was like, I love you. Because my mom is very, very protective. Like, very protective, but she has her reasons because she went through so much younger. So I'm gonna have my stepmom because I'm very glad I'm getting this opportunity. But just wanting to help people realize that, hey, like, you're not the only one going through it. And if you need some inspirational quotes or motivation or something to keep your mind off things, like, come on, like, you're welcome. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you who you date, what you identify, whatever's going on. Like, you're welcome. And you and Queen make people feel that way, and you make people feel happy. And I guess since I met Queen, it just kind of reopened me wanting to get back into it, because I am really good at it. I'm pretty good at it.
You've said some things to me that's motivated me and really made me open my eyes on some shit. And it's not every day that that can happen. And for it to happen by somebody who is as young as you are, I give you kudos.
Thank you.
For sure.
But enough blabbing, because I'm kind of blabbing a little bit, I feel like.
You're good. You're good. This is about you. This is your individual opportunity to get the community to get to know who you are. You know what I mean? And we'll help push your channel. We'll help push your channel.
I had to write stuff down. I'm that person who writes everything down. But I'm not sure if like you've been like on my channel, like the thing. But if you get a chance, I'll actually just read the description. Let me pull it up on my laptop. I think I may just hold on. Give me 2 seconds, because it's not the exact one in the notebook. But hold on, I'm gonna figure out how to pull this up real quick. My computer is very slow, so I apologize. Come on, hurry up. Thank you. So the description is basically just a complete read down. It says, this channel is about positivity and for life problems that you need a bit help on with everything that everyone goes through. This channel will contain daily quotes like, you don't have to see the whole staircase, just take one step at a time. Growth is painful, change is painful, but nothing is as painful as being stuck where you don't belong. Every day may not be a good day, but there is something good every day. There will also be positive daily questions if I can figure out where the post thing, because it is a new channel. So, but like, if you could talk to your younger self, what would you tell them? What positive thing happened today that made you smile? And then you'll be learning how to self-love, because it's the main thing people do unfortunately struggle on. And just worldwide problems that everyone is struggling with. No matter how bad it is, you will get through it no matter what. Remember to always love yourself and others. If they hurt you, you know that they may not be loved. So showing kindness to anyone can change them in many ways. And then I have like in big bold letters, stay kind and always be you no matter what anyone says. And then I have hashtag period and hashtag said it for Queen's group, the hashtag said it thing. So, and I have that also, but doing this channel is going to really also help me. It's not just about, like everybody, it's when people see channels, they think that it's for them, but what they don't understand is it's also for the person who's running the channel. They're getting,
Yeah, this channel has helped me grow in so many different directions and become a person I never even thought I could become. And like when I say that I got the most amazing community on YouTube, I stand by that shit. I mean that shit. You know what I mean? And like I really do. I got the greatest community, and I wouldn't be where I'm at today in my mental health, in my own personal shell. I wouldn't be who I am today without this community. Each and every one of you guys that come up on panel, sit there in the chat and talk, like, you guys help me every single day, and I appreciate that, man.
You're awesome. But it, for me, it's not just gonna be like a channel. It's gonna be like a safe place for people. Cause like I understand what it's like to feel like you're completely alone, or to feel like you're not good enough for people. Like a lot of people, like everyone knows what that's like. And I was raised, by my mother, and her mom and my grandmother is very Christian. And there are times where you have to lie to people to protect them and make sure that they know that, like, hey, like, I'm not trying to hurt you. And I have lied to my grandmother multiple times for reasons. She is very Christian, but unfortunately I'm not. But I am also 17, and I've always stuck with one thing in for me, and it is because my grandmother always told me that God has your life planned out. Like, he has your life planned out.
I don't believe it.
I told my mom, like, I put her aside one day, and I was like, my mom doesn't care as long as I'm happy. And I told my mom one day, I was like, I'm not going to let one single person decide my whole life. I'm going to write my own path. Now, if I were to say that to my grandmother, it would not end up well. And because we've had the talk before, and I was like, what if I don't believe? And she told me I would go to hell. And I told her, I said, well, then see you in hell as well. See ya. Like, like, I don't, and like I did the last time she was down here, I did put on an act, which was top tier. It's pretty good because we had to, go to church one day. And I put on the fake tears and everything. And sometimes you have to do that to protect the people you love. And, it does, when people have to do that, yeah, it does hurt the person who is doing it, but you're keeping the other person happy. And that's something that, everyone has gone through. Like, you want to make sure that others know, like, hey, like, oh, let's go do it, even if you don't want to do it, But sometimes you have to, like, also stick up for yourself. And I definitely want to, like, also add that into my channel. Like, I have the whole first video planned out, which is like a page and a half, which isn't really, well, best, but it's something.
God damn it! Fuck. God damn, dude. Anyway, I got to get my son to his doctor's appointment. So I appreciate you coming up here and introducing yourself to the community. We'll talk again.
Of course.
Okay. Be good. Stay sweetheart. Always be you. Thank you for coming up and sharing. Much appreciated.
Of course.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Addie.
Bye, guys.
All right, everybody. I'm going to get out of here. I got to get my son to a doctor's appointment real quick. So, two things. Number one, try to love one another right now because we might not get a chance to do so tomorrow. In fact, there are people that are here today that won't get that chance to do so tomorrow. So we might as well take advantage of it while we can. Number two, tell your friends about me because they're going to want to know. Get to know. Laters. All you fucking haters. See you fucking laters. Fucking haters. See you laters. Favorite part of a stream right there, baby.